Like, hey, don't worry, nobody's going to beat you up. If they do, we got 3 of us here. But no, they really just made me comfortable with changing my mind and letting me know, like, hey, either way, whatever you do, we're going to be here for you and support you 120%. So they made me a lot more comfortable with everything. And then the team, they were really great with everything, and my teammates, they love me, I love them, and I just feel home here. I'm comfortable here.
Tonight, DeAndre Jordan returns to Dallas for the first time since, of course, verbally agreeing to a deal with the Mavericks before ultimately re-signing with the Clips. He thinks it'll just be another game, and it's going to be fun. Stephen A., what kind of game do you think he'll have?
Well, I doubt it'll be just another game, but I will tell you I expect the same results. He had about 6 points, 15 rebounds, and about 4 blocks. On the year, he's averaging 10 points, 13 rebounds, and nearly 4 blocks per game. He absolutely, positively drives me crazy, Skip. DeAndre Jordan is a good guy, okay? What drives me crazy about him is them damn free throws.
Yep.
I mean, this guy is shooting 34% from the free throw line, and it just drives me nuts. I mean, you gotta do something. He's got to do something to get his act together at that free throw line, because he's just too talented to have this holding him back. He's that much of a difference maker. He patrols the front line. He plays good defense. But he can't hit free throws, and you can't have him in that money time if he can't make free throws. It's just going to destroy everything. And then when you talk about him going against the Dallas Mavericks, let's pump the brakes on this for a second. We all got on DeAndre Jordan, but let's remind the world as to why we did. For one reason and one reason only. DeAndre Jordan didn't pick up the phone to call the Dallas Mavericks and tell them he had reneged on his offer. That's all. He has the right to change his mind. He has the right to come to his senses and say, you know what? Do I want to play with J.J. Barea and Darren Williams, or do I want to play with Chris Paul? He has the right to do that, okay? And we all know that. And it may not have been ideal or what have you, but there were some issues going on in L.A., and it wasn't just with Chris Paul. It was with Doc Rivers, too. But everybody made amends. Everybody came together, and obviously he had a change of heart, because that bad boy he's playing with, Blake Griffin, averaging 28, 10, and 8, by the way. Let's not forget him. He sat up there and he thought about not just the team, but the friendships that were cultivated. He decided that's where he wanted to stay. The only thing that DeAndre Jordan could be gotten on about is you got to man up, put on your big boy pants, pick up the phone, and call Cuban and them and tell them, look, I'm sorry, but I changed my mind. The fact that he wasn't able to do that, that's the stinging indictment against him, because he didn't do what men are supposed to do, but only in that regard. That's it. Outside of that, he's fine. Dallas is only going to boo you because they regret that they don't have you. Because what do they have? An agent Dirk Nowitzki, Mr. Unreliable in Darren Williams, okay? J.J. Barea can play. Chandler Parsons, ultimately, he'll get himself healthy. I mean, but they don't have much, even though they were wise to re-sign my man Rick Carlisle to that 5-year extension. Congratulations to one of the great coaches in the game. But really, they don't have much. So it's just about the Dallas fans booing him because they hate the fact that he's not with them. It's just that he could have handled it better. That's all. It's not that big of a deal. He'll get over it. Just expect to get booed vehemently. Just expect that. But outside of that, so what? He's on the visiting team.
So back to Molly's question, you think he'll have a bad game or a good game?
No. I think he'll have the same game. About 6, 8, or 10 points. He had 15 rebounds, had 4 blocks the last time around, but he shot 2 of 8 from the free throw line. That sounds about right for a DeAndre Jordan game.
Okay, I hear you when you say he's a good guy, but I got to tell you,
he is.
This was an ugly situation that ensued, and I do not blame Mark Cuban and Mavericks fans, Mark, for encouraging Mavericks fans to boo with all their might tonight, because he deserves every decibel of it. He did renege, and I know he didn't pick up the phone and call Mark Cuban, but just reneging on a commitment, it was a terrible thing that happened, and I thought it revealed DeAndre's character or lack thereof in the bigger picture. I'm with you. He made the right choice. He just did it the wrong way. But in the end, now he goes back. They will boo with all their might. I would like to see Rick Carlisle put him on the free throw line at every opportunity, because you don't get nervous when you're playing defense or blocking shots or rebounding or whatever. All the things that he does best aren't nerve-wracking things. So again, he'll put up those kind of numbers. But where the nerves kick in is if you put him out there by himself and they are booing the rafters off. Yeah. Then let's see what he would do. And I think it would give these fans just a little pleasure to pull off the upset tonight, and to do so at his expense when he goes, you know, 3 for 25 from the line or whatever it might be. I think that would be a small degree of revenge or satisfaction for those Maverick fans that got stiffed by him.
Well, I tell you this, Skip, a lot of times we judge guys a bit harshly. We look at their age, and we think that that defines their manhood. And sometimes that's not it. It's the experiences. And DeAndre Jordan, I believe, was never really in a situation prior to this where, you know, he had to step up and be a grown man. And when he found himself in that situation, it was foreign territory for him, and he didn't handle it with the ease and the precision and the maturity that one would think you should handle it in. So he was called out on it because you're not supposed to renege. But in the end, bottom line is that he didn't want to go there. And so, you know, the only thing that he could be condemned for is not that he changed his mind, is that you could have picked up the phone. But Mark Cuban never once said, never once reiterated that he harbored any animosity because DeAndre Jordan changed his mind. It was like, you can't even give me a call. You can't even show me the respect of answering my calls when I was calling you, when Blake Griffin and them were huddled in your home prior to that midnight deadline. Those kind of things. You could have shown due deference and respect to a great owner like Mark Cuban, and you didn't do that. And to me, that's what makes him look even worse.
Yep. No question, that was the mishandling, so the punishment tonight might be the free throw line. We shall see. All eyes will be on that game, and also all eyes, of course, on the Heisman watch. Right now, it appears a running back will win, possibly a wide receiver, but which one? We'll get into that when we return.
First Take is brought to you by Terminator Genesis. Own it today on Blu-ray, rated PG-13.
Hey guys, wish I could be there to hang out with you guys at First Take today, but want to thank everyone at Westover Air Base and troops around the world for everything you guys do to keep us safe.
Molly, Stephen A., Skip, what's going on, man? It's your boy Big Baby. But I want to give a special happy Veterans Day to Westover Air Force Base for everything those guys do, making this country a wonderful place. I appreciate you guys. Much respect, Big Baby.
Thanks to Big Baby and Matty Ice for that. We had a blast at Westover Air Reserve Base this week, and we just want to say again, happy Veterans Day to the troops everywhere. We so appreciate you. And one last quick topic before we go. After outrushing Leonard Fournette 210-31 in Alabama's win over LSU, Derrick Henry now holds the top spot in ESPN.com's Heisman Watch. Skip, should Henry be the front runner?
Stephen A., I'm going to give a slight edge right now to the little big man from Baylor, Corey Coleman, putting up monster receiver yards for an undefeated team. Would be the first receiver to win this award since our very own Desmond Howard back in 1991. Derrick Henry is right there. I think Ezekiel Elliott is making his case and is just a touch behind there and bringing up the rear. But coming on strongly is Christian McCaffrey from Stanford.
Skip Bayless, I'm going to go with the Heisman Watch experts. I think Derrick Henry is #1. Obviously, Coleman can't be ignored. Ezekiel Elliott, I've been watching him, especially with the quarterback issues at Ohio State. He's definitely found a way to continue to do his thing. Yep. When I look at LSU, however, and the way we were talking about Leonard Fournette, how do we go from that to ignoring what happened when he went up against Derrick Henry? The defenses were considered comparable between Alabama and LSU. Leonard Fournette scores rushes for 31 yards, averaging 1.6 yards a carry. Derrick Henry, 210 yards, 38 carries, 5.5 yards a carry with Coco or Bateman as your quarterback. To me, there's nothing to talk about here. If Derrick Henry continues to do this, he's the Heisman winner.
That'll do it for us. Thanks so much for being with us.